Hi folks, I'm Ian Baker, the product specialist with Camping World, and today we're going to go over the 2018 Freedom Elite 28 FE. This is a great couples floor plan. It's just the perfect size. It's not too big, and you don't feel cramped in here either. You have a nice big super slide opening this space up, and a slide out in the bedroom. Let's start off over here in the kitchen though. So what you'll see right away is you have the single bowl stainless steel sink. Folks, this is a very deep sink here. A lot of manufacturers, they'll put in a stainless steel sink, but it'll be shallow bowls, which in my opinion are almost useless. You can hardly fit any dishes in there. Not the case here. This is very usable. And then you have the high-rise pull-out faucet to make washing and rinsing those dishes even easier. You'll also see right back here, take a look at this. This is really cool, folks. Pop-up power tower. You have 3 electrical outlets in there, plus dual USB ports. When you don't want it, popped up like that, you can just tuck it right away. When you need the extra electrical outlets, pop it up right there. There's also an additional one right over here on the side. So again, you need to plug stuff in, plenty of places to do it here. While we're over here, you'll also notice a couple of controls. You'll see your awning is there, as are your lights, power step there, and then you also have the battery disconnect there too, so that way you can quickly kill all power to the RV. You'll also see right here you have a countertop extension, so if you're not constantly going in and out, pop this guy up and it will give you just a little additional prep space. If we drop down underneath the sink here, you'll see you have 3 full extension drawers here. So perfect for your silverware, some of your larger utensils there too, like your spatulas. Want to throw hot pads in there, you can do that. And look, a dedicated spot for a trash can. I love when manufacturers do this because I hate having my trash bag hang out, hooked around a pole or something like that. Over to the side here, this is all usable prep space as well because they give you a recessed cooktop with the glass cover. You simply fold this back just like so. This kind of doubles as a backsplash there, and that'll open up your 3 burners. The front one is high output. Right underneath is your oven, in case you like to do some baking while you're camping. And then underneath that, you will see an additional pull-out drawer. If we take a quick look up top, you'll see you have a microwave right there, some storage up above that. Over to this side here, good pantry storage there. You'll also see the adjustable shelf, so you can adjust that to whatever you want to put in there. And then you have some additional storage right here above the door. You can see that. Right up top there is your DVD player that is hooked up into the TV. I'll show you that in a little bit. You'll also see the Winegard Razor antenna. So this is pretty cool. Rather than having to crank it up and crank it down, this is low profile. You simply turn it to find the best signal. Very easy to use. It's one less thing you have to worry about. While we're looking up at the ceiling, folks, a couple of other things here. There are 3 vents in this RV, which is awesome, especially if you're boondocking and you don't want to run your AC. You have one above the cab, one right here in your kitchen, one in the bedroom there as well, so you can get awesome cross ventilation coming through here. If you want to run AC, by all means, you can do that as well. This ducted all the way throughout. It also has a quick dump feature, so if you want to quickly cool this main area down, especially when you're loading or unloading your motorhome, that is the place to do it. Moving down a little further here, we'll open this up. You see great pantry space right in there. You have 3 shelves plus 2 additional pull-out drawers here. They have the beautiful finished face on here. I think they look pretty darn nice. And again, that's a great extra space for, put canned goods and things like that in there. Right next to that, Norcold fridge freezer combo. You can see this definitely has plenty of room. This one does run off both propane and electric, also has automatic switchover. Plus I like the fact the thermostat is right here on the outside. Tucked away in here, you see some things from the manufacturer. This is your privacy curtain, so that way you can put that up front for privacy at night. Then you have a whole bag of goodies here with all of your owner's manuals and other items that come with it. Right up top, overhead storage. You notice it does have a strut there for easy one-hand operation. And then as we take a step further back, one of the things I love about this floor plan, folks, is that you have 2 wardrobes in here. The first one is right here. The other one's behind me. I'll show you in just a moment. So there's a mirror on there. Take a look inside. You have hanging space there, great hanging space. Couple large drawers underneath that as well, so perfect for some of your folded items. As I promised, right across the way here, look at this. The same thing, another hanging wardrobe, couple more extra pull-out drawers there, so that way each person kind of has their own separate wardrobe, and I really like that they have included that. Then making our way back up front here, you see the super slide that I had mentioned earlier. So you have the dinette right here, Dream dinette. So this is easy to drop down into a bed. If you have guests that are coming to stay the night, underneath there's a little lever. You'll just flip that lever over. That will allow this bed to push down. And then you put a cushion on top, and that will create your sleeping space. Another cool thing about this, folks, there's not only a seatbelt on this side, but there's one on the other side as well. So you can actually have two riders here while going down the road, which is pretty darn great. Excellent for conversation here. You know, if you're maybe bringing the grandkids or kids along with you on a trip, something like that, maybe friends, whatever, they can sit here, have conversation, cup holders in the table there as well. That way their drinks aren't spilling as you're heading down the road. LED lights along the cabinets all the way across the slide here makes this nice and bright. Two large windows there as well, really brighten it up during the day. And all the way across the top, folks, look at all this. You have storage going all the way there. Again, you will see it is strut supported for easy one-hand operation. Moving up a touch bit further here, underneath these cabinets, not only do you have LED lights, you also have your speakers there for rocking out to some music, and you have electrical outlets on both sides, so you have good place to plug in, you know, cell phone, tablet, whatever. Also, if you're sitting in the dinette, there is an electrical outlet underneath. I did forget to mention that. So plenty of places to plug in your electronics while traveling. Some more cup holders right back here. Jackknife sofa right here, folks. This also drops down into a bed. The armrests are removable. You can just pull them up and out. And there's also 3 seat belts here. So you can have 3 additional riders here. So you can definitely make this into a great traveler if you want to bring everyone along with you. Right up front is one of my favorite parts about the Freedom Elite. To my knowledge, there's very few manufacturers that the top bunk here, rather than being like, you know, 250 or 300 pounds, folks, this has a 500-pound weight capacity, and that is phenomenal. A lot of times, you know, I've slept up here before, and I myself, I'm currently weighing in about 215, and when I get my wife up top there with me, sometimes it's really scary in a lot of those RVs. Like, I am just at the limit. With 500 pounds, I don't have to worry about it. It actually turns it into a very usable space for adults because this is one of the larger beds in most of your Class C motorhomes. Easy to get up there, of course. There's a ladder right here. You have the mounts on the other side of this piece. Obviously, this just falls right into here. That way you can climb up and in. The other thing I love about this, though, is this right here. Take a look. You have some additional storage on both sides. It's kind of tucked away. The neat thing about this, folks, is if you don't want this bed, let's say it's just the two of you, you know no one else is going to be sleeping here, great. You can remove both side panels. This comes out here, this comes out, all of it comes out. Now you have huge extra storage space up here, which is pretty darn neat. And again, with that 500-pound weight capacity, it just helps make that much more useful. Over here to the side, you have the big TV here on the swing arm mount. You can swing that around so you can watch it from the dinette, the kitchen, the couch. Or if people are sleeping up here, you can leave it right there, and it's like a home theater up here. As I mentioned too, you will also see that vent right there, so that way, if you're not running the AC, even though you're up higher where the heat obviously rises, you can still stay nice and cool by opening a window and opening that top vent. So let's drop down and take a quick look at the cab. One of the things I also like that Freedom Elite does here is actually right on the outside, and that's they have this soft touch all the way around. You can see that here, which not only looks great, but also it's super easy to clean up. And they have it going all along the top here, which is generally a good head knocker. You know, if you're getting up or sitting down in the cab, a lot of times you'll hit your noggin right there. But with the soft touch, at least it won't hurt nearly as bad. So I do like that they included that as well. Now, if you take a look at the cab itself, folks, this is built on the Ford E450. Pretty standard as far as your amenities. You know, you have some cup holders right there in the center. You'll notice you do have a couple 12-volt plugs here. So that way if you need to plug in some auxiliary equipment, you have a spot to do it. USB charger off to the side. One of the things that is very unique about this, though, is right above that USB charger, which is the HDMI input. And the reason I say that is actually for this center console here. So with that HDMI input, what you can do, and this is touchscreen by the way, is you can, if you take a look, you will see right here where it says dual mirror. So what you do is you take the HDMI port from right there, plug it into your phone, and it will actually mirror whatever is on your phone right here. And the reason that's really cool is if you use Google Maps like myself, you basically have free navigation that auto updates. That way if there's an accident, it'll reroute you. And I think it's great that they have included that for exactly that purpose. The unit is Bluetooth capable as well, folks. So if you want to listen to some music or whatever via Bluetooth, take a phone call, sure, go for it. Right over to the side here, obviously, is the where you'll be sitting to drive. You do have pretty decent legroom in a Ford. None of the Class C's give you a ton, so if you're really tall, you're probably going to be a little cramped, but for the most part, it is quite comfortable for most people. So we step into the bathroom. You will see it's actually pretty spacious for a rear bath. You do have plenty of room to be able to move around in here. Take a look right on the door. This is pretty cool. You have a triple towel holder there, so great place to dry your towels out after you're done showering. And as you step inside, you see mirrored medicine cabinet right up top here. Good additional storage. You have your sink top with a stainless steel bowl. I enjoy having that as well. Again, upgraded bowl there and some additional storage underneath the sink. You'll also see right over here, you have a toilet paper holder. It's already installed. You don't have to worry about where to put that. And your toilet itself is a porcelain bowl, folks, so it's nice and easy to clean, foot flush lever. As you can see, I'm a decent sized guy here. I have plenty of leg room as well as room up top too. My other favorite part is right back here, folks, and that is the shower. As we step in here, a couple different things I want to talk about. One is the fact of how much headroom I have here. I'm 6 foot. You can see I have plenty of room, especially with the skylight here. I mean, you can be, 6'4", 6'5", and still be able to stand in here, which is pretty impressive. The other thing I love about it is the shower pan itself. A lot of RVs you get into and they feel a little sketchy when you're standing in the shower. Folks, I can jump up and down in here. There's no problems whatsoever. There's no creaks. There's no cracks. It is a solid foundation. You have the hand wand here to make showering that much easier. And over to this side, you also have some shelving, so you have a place to put your soap and shampoo. So we take a look in the corner back here. This is your slide out queen bed. You have electrical outlets down on the base of the bed if you need to plug anything in, like a cell phone. And you'll also see you have a cubby hole on both sides of the bed, so you have a place to put that phone at night, as well as additional shelf right above with windows on both sides for cross ventilation. You have the decorative headboard right up front there, and underneath the cabinets you will see you have a couple of LED lights in case you want to do some reading. You have good storage going all the way across the top there as well, folks. You can see that. Again, is strut supported, so that way it's simple one-hand operation. The bed itself, I do want to talk about this a second. It is Denver mattress. It's a foldable mattress, but folks, this is a really comfortable mattress. You definitely, something you want to come out, lay on, and test out. I don't think you'll be very disappointed. And then right behind me here is where you will hook up your TV in case you want to watch TV while laying in bed. Obviously, that will go right there. Directly underneath here is your entertainment center. This one is Bluetooth capable. This is what controls your speakers both in here as well as outside. Lastly, you'll see right up top is that vent I had mentioned previously, and you have the privacy curtain right here you can close off in case you have additional guests staying the night. With the slide closed, you still have a very spacious walkway, and as you will notice, you can easily access the refrigerator as well as the restroom. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a look at some of the outside features on the Freedom Elite 28 FE. Starting off, folks, this one is built on the Ford E450 chassis, houses the 6-liter V10, putting out 320 horsepower and 460 foot-pounds of torque. You'll see right up top, every Freedom Elite has this beautiful front cap on there. Definitely gives a great look to it. Also adds some extra insulation value for those that are sleeping up top, and it's definitely easier to clean. Coming back a little bit further here, you have your mirrors. These obviously are extended out so you can see beyond the home portion. They are bi-directional there, so that way you can make sure you can check your blind spots so you don't hit anyone while changing lanes. Right here is your power awning. Touch of a button to roll that out. Same thing to have it go right back in. It does have a very easy adjustable pitch with the arms. You can just pull it just like so, or push it to put it back. You can do that on both sides. It doesn't matter where it's at when you roll it in, it will fix itself. You have an LED light strip underneath, so if you want some light at night, just flip a switch and you are good to go. Right here, folks, you have the main entryway. You will see you have the grab handle right here so you can easily enter and exit the RV. The house battery is tucked away under this step, so you can see that right there. And it also has a strut here on the door, so that way the door stays right where it is. The stepway is lit as well. There's a little switch in there to control the step light. So that way if you want to turn all the rest of the lights off, you're going somewhere, come back at night, you can just have that guy on so you can make sure you're not tripping when entering or exiting the RV. If you take a look at the sidewall itself, let's talk a little bit about the construction, folks. Freedom Elite has some of the best construction in the Class C market. One of the things I didn't mention when we were inside, every place you saw where the cabinets were hung they put AGS steel strapping in the wall just to make sure it's getting an extra bite in there. So that way you can essentially hang on those closets and they're not coming off the wall. If we take a look at the exterior here, you have HD Maxx fiberglass on the outside, which has a beautiful shine and luster, almost gives the appearance of having full body paint while saving you that $8,000 to $10,000 for that paint job. Plus, this is way easier to fix in case anything does happen. Everything essentially, the chassis is sent to Moride. They are a top-notch licensed outfitter or upfitter, I apologize. Most manufacturers don't have that. Believe it or not, some manufacturers out there, folks, because they're not licensed, when they chop into that chassis to stretch it out, it actually voids the warranty on that chassis. So definitely make sure you're doing your research when you are out shopping. And then, as you would expect, you have a full vacuum bonded wall here for excellent strength and stability. If you want to sit outside here and be able to watch some TV, this is the place to do it. The cool thing about this, take a look at the height. This is a lot lower than a lot of the outside entertainment centers, which I personally like, because this is where you'll be sitting in your chairs all around here, and it is perfectly at head height. It's exactly where you want. You don't want to constantly be, looking up like this, and then you start to get a neck ache. That is right where I want it. And then you have speakers here on both sides in case you want to listen to some music. You can jam out there as well. Take a quick look underneath. Take a look at some of the bins here. So the outside storage, this is rotocast, which is cool because this doesn't rust out on you if you get any water or anything in here. You'll also notice an LED light there. So that way, if you're getting in there at night, you can see what you're getting into. And then same thing right over here. Right up above that, you have a couple electrical outlets in case you need to plug anything in while you're sitting outside. And then right here, look at your exterior vents. One of the things I love that Freedom Elite does, folks, is they color match your outside vents. Most manufacturers, this would just be a big white or black panel, which in all honesty kind of looks ugly. It's an eyesore. I love the fact that they color match everything here, so it just blends right in very seamlessly. Right outside of that is your fresh tank fill. If you plan on doing some boondocking, you want to fill your fresh water tank, that is the place to do it right there. Right back here, underneath your bed slide is some additional storage. Swing door, you take a look in there, large storage area. And one of the things you'll notice, folks, is right over here, you have a little control box. You'll see another one on the other side, and this is for your slide. Thor does a great job on the Freedom Elite here to make sure that you don't get stranded. So in the event that your slide won't go in, you can actually pull out a couple of the plugs there, manually push this one in. Or if you want to troubleshoot it further, you can see where this little arrow is right here. There's a button in there you can push 6 times. It'll flash a code. You can call in, and they will tell you how to move forward. So they do a great job of making sure you're not getting stuck on the road. Right underneath, you see your fresh water drain right over there. So if you are boondocking and need to dump your fresh water, that'll be the place to do it. And right over here, this is a propane quick connect, folks. You want to do some grilling outside. I love that they put this here. It's super easy to access. Most of the time, you have to get down on your hands and knees to be able to find it. It's underneath the RV. Not the case here. They have its own little compartment. You can just plug your grill right in there, and you're grilling steaks, and everyone will be envious of you at the campground. Right here is your rear-mounted ladder, so you can climb up onto the roof. It is a fully walkable roof, so do not be afraid to get up there. If you're at a sporting event and you want to sit up on the roof to have a higher vantage point, by all means, go ahead. You want to get up there just to make sure everything's on the up and up, you can do that as well. You'll also see in the center, you have your backup camera. That way, as soon as you put it in reverse, you can see what's behind you to make sure you're not going to hit anything, or more importantly, folks, anyone. Right down underneath here, you can see you have a painted bumper. That way, this isn't rusting out on you. It looks nice. You have the grip tape on there as well, so if you are climbing up on the steps, you're not slipping and hurting yourself. And one of the most impressive features is right underneath. Folks, that is an 8,000-pound hitch. If you're looking to do some heavy towing, you have a trailer, or maybe, you're towing a big vehicle behind you, whatever it may be, with an 8,000-pound hitch, you can certainly do it with ease. So you take a look on the off-door side here, folks, right down below, you will see your termination right here. That is both for your black and gray tank valves. It does sit up higher than most, so that way it will give you some extra ground clearance. Right back here is your city water inlet. Of course, your fuel fill right there. Up above, you have your cable inlet, and your 30-amp detachable power cord will plug right into there. Moving over, once again, color matched. You can see this has a recessed door on here for your water heater. So again, even your neighbors to the campsite next to you will be impressed with your RV. drop right down here. Again, rotocast bin there. We have our power cord stored right in here, but obviously you can store it wherever you choose. You have the light in there, and again, right there is that power box for the off-door slide here. Open this up, that'll be your propane fill. And right next to that is your generator, 4,000 watt Cummins Onan Jenny there, folks. So if you are out camping, you don't have shore power, no problem. Fire this guy up and you can run everything in the RV. All right, folks, that wraps it up. Again, this is the 2018 Thor Freedom Elite 28 FE. If you're interested in this Class C motorhome and you'd like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description below. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.